Y'all heard that hip-hop was dead out here in Texas. I guess you ain't get the memo.
Look, it's K.A. beat, man.
We bringing that real shit back. Put your cups up and let's have a toast.
Here's the good music. We probably have to force them just to distribute it. Mainstream polluted, change I refuse it. I know this shit bound to start a movement. This the new Houston. Here's the good music. We probably have to force them just to distribute it. Mainstream polluted, change I refuse it. I know this shit bound to start a movement. This the new Houston. I'm contemplating as the sweet burn. Everybody singing and dancing, now it's the streets turn. Arsonist on track, I set the spark and let the beat burn. Most niggas claiming that they hold and be the least burned. This the new Houston, better make way. This the new Houston, better make way. This the new Houston, better make way. You can't do shit but witness what's finna take place.
What's going on, everybody? Bayou City Reviews back at you. U of H still going down. Like we already told you, Bizzle had to go handle some business. It's alright, he'll be back next week. Rhino, Double. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be talking to you about this boy, Bennie Dub, on his Purple Earth promo disc he's putting out. That's leading up to the album Purple Earth Vibe Sessions. I've never heard of Bennie. He's been interacted with us on Twitter and whatnot, and he's got a joint coming out, so we decided to do it. So Bennie Dub, Purple Earth promo EP, pretty much. What you got?
Overall, I liked it. I wasn't blown away, but very seldomly people just blown away. As far as having to review it, it was a very easy listen to, especially not knowing what to expect from it. You know, I love not knowing what to expect from people as far as music is concerned, because it allows me to go in with a very clear mind, and any kind of biasness and our prejudices are out the window, which we try to do anyway. But anyway, I like the feel I got from it, where there wasn't too much embellishment. It was a lot of reality rap to me, and a lot of subsurface thinking. Like on track 4, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, Kings and Queens, I believe was when he was saying something about, you know, referencing people that still being slaves getting paid, you know, trying to get a piece of a pie just to lay with the beast. That type of thinking, I was like, yo, I can dig that. You know, the only problem I have with this, and I mean it's a promo disc. I don't know what else he can do. What he did on this, I'm cool with.
Right.
But I kind of want to hear what else he has to offer, because I get the feeling that if he, this is just what I'm anticipating, I could be fucking dead ass wrong, but I almost feel like if he gets out of this lane, that I might not enjoy it as much. I like what he does from this promo.
That's a good point, because I kind of got a similar, like,
I'm done with it.
Concern.
Concern on board.
Well, I thought I was gonna have one.
Okay.
But which could potentially be one.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
it's a promo.
Let's see.
So I put this on, right? And is my order correct?
I don't know, because I just listened to the actual hard copy, so I just had track 1, track 2, track 3. So if he sent you the stuff, you're gonna have the titles.
It could have been out of order.
That matters to me.
All right. Well, the first song I heard was "It's Over." And that worried me.
Is that the one when he started rapping fast?
Yeah, and it was kind of, it's over for the, somebody tell him it's over.
Yeah, okay, yeah. That was the first song I heard too.
That one worried me a little bit. Even though when he started spitting, I could tell he could spit.
Right.
But it was just the feel of that song, and I was like, man, is this the direct line? Like, it kind of worried me a little bit.
Strangely enough, it didn't bother me.
Really?
No, because I didn't want to jump the gun. I didn't want to jump the gun.
I didn't, but I was like, man, I hope.
I think you know what? I think what saved it for me was he started spitting fast, and I was like, okay, he showed me a little something within that song, so I'm not gonna be to
Definitely. That was so. But as it went on, I was like, yeah, okay, I like that. I like the Weatherman joint.
Weatherman was dope.
I like the Friends joint. I pretty much liked it the whole rest of the way on. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I asked him about the production, where they just downloaded beats just to get a promo. We'll put this in the description because I forgot the name of the producer. He told me send him those tracks. Okay. You know what I'm saying? But so we'll give the producer credit in the description. I guess a knock. The fast spitting and what he's talking about, like, I dig it a lot. My only deal is the charismaticness or lack thereof. I was like, man,
that's a good point.
Because like he's doing this, but there's no, I don't get any feel or emotion from it.
Right.
What you're saying is tight, and how you're rapping it is tight, but it's not making me go, man, because he's not putting that. It's very like, I don't know what you're saying, monotone.
There's no different inflections of the voice.
No inflections, no
change of tones.
Yeah. I
can agree with that.
I wish there had been more of that. That would be my only knock. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really wish it would have been more like captivating as far as the feel. You know what I'm saying? Because how he spit it, tight. What he was saying, tight.
Yeah.
The feel from him I got was monotone though.
That's what Bizzle said about Envy as well. That's what Bizzle said.
Oh wow, yeah, I don't agree with that, but
I don't agree with it either. But that's what he said.
But yeah, overall, I got a little worried with that "It's Over" song. I don't know how many songs like that are on there, but Weatherman, All My Friends, Kings and Queens, No Love and With Love, No Regret. I was good with, and I think it might be my only knock. Is like the monotone, like give me some more charisma and feel and inflection. You know what I'm saying? To depict what, you know what I'm saying, like where you're getting more intense with it. That's my only knock, and that's just
one thing I did notice when we're talking about knocks was I felt like everything that he had to say to me was about his friends. And I was kind of like, the only reason it didn't.
I had a feeling you were gonna say.
The only reason it didn't bother me too much, like I don't really want to call it a knock, is because he had one generic song about friends, and then the other was he kind of told a story about, I don't know if it was his friend or a manager or whoever was handling his career or whatever, that story. So that's why it was about relationship, not like girl-boy relationship, but just a relationship period between two people. One was just generic, one was story driven. So that's why I was kind of like, okay, cool. You know, I like the fact that he did I got the common feel from it. I used to love her when he was talking about the actual rap game.
Yeah.
It was cool, but if I'm not interpreting it wrong, man, Common washed him. Which is to be expected, but it's one of those things where that's a song that's so popular, especially the content of it, the concept of it, that, like I said, if you're gonna take a classic beat, if you're not gonna make it your own.
Was it Common's beat though?
No, it was that concept.
I was about to say.
No, it was the I'm saying, like, when you use classic beats and you don't make them your own, they're kind of just forgettable. So when I walked away from that song, it was a little forgettable for me because while I like what he did, sometimes if you're gonna take someone's stuff, you need to match them, if not exceed it, or at least try to. But that's just being nitpicky about it. It's a song that I would skip, but it's just something I noticed that, okay, you trying to take that Common angle, didn't match it to me.
Interesting.
But who does? Because we said the same thing about Pro. When Pro did the fucking reverse, told the story in reverse, and we were like, yeah, it makes you think of Nas, and you automatically compare it to Nas because that's who made that famous. It doesn't make it a bad song. It just means like Nah.
And like, I don't ever have a problem with people doing it.
I don't have a problem with it either. I just, to me, you automatically compare it. Not to say, well, you didn't do it as good as Common or nah, so you trash. You're just like, okay, I see what you did. Good job, but the legend still stands.
It's an interesting point, because I didn't even think about Common when I was listening to him.
That's if I'm interpreting the song correctly. You know what I'm saying? Because the way...
Let's just say for the sake of argument you are. I'm just saying, like, I was more worried about listening to him that I didn't even make the reference.
Yeah.
So I guess which is a good thing of sorts. But I think he's definitely got rap range, like spit range. He didn't go fast all the time. And when he did go fast, I felt it was pretty clear and concise.
Me too.
You know what I'm saying? I even kind of heard a little early bone in there a little bit. Just a little bit.
Early bone as in creeping on the come up bone?
Yeah, from like 94 to 96.
Gotcha.
I heard a little bit of, like, just kind of how he cut some of his lines. It was like, man, that kind of sounds old school. That's dope.
I didn't get there, but no doubt.
I thought it was tight, and I don't know how old he is, but he said he's been doing it since 13.
Right, I caught that.
So, I mean, I guess that being said, I don't know how old you are. I'm not gonna make any kind of assumptions. I just wish the what are we gonna call it? Charisma, the feel, the inflection. I wish that was a little more polished. You know what I'm saying? And I think it would be really, really throw. I still liked it a whole lot, except for the first song.
Because a lot of times that's what makes people stand out for others.
It is.
You know?
It is.
It's the intangible.
Whenever we very, very, very first started talking about propane, a couple years back, that was one of the main things that got me about him.
Right.
Is that he pulled me in, like when he went down with the inflections or up and this and that. He captured the feel of the song very, very well. Yeah. So I wish he would capture the feel more. You know what I'm saying? Give me some feel to it. The story's good. The spit is good. Give me some feel. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me think, like, man. Instead of just being that was tight.
You know what? That's an excellent point. I didn't come away thinking that. But now that you say it, I kind of think like, yeah, I didn't really get that type of feel from like the abortion, or from like even though y'all didn't care for it too much, someone like Show, like Loud Howard. There's some things like when they're telling a certain story that just grabs you, and you're like, man, I feel what you're saying, because you want to have that feeling because you're spitting reality rap. You know what I mean? If you're spitting on that if he's spitting bullshit, then you don't really have to have too much feeling. But for the stuff that he is talking about, which I can definitely appreciate, I do appreciate.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Well, I agree. I'll say you're right. I definitely agree with you on that point. Anything else? Representation grade?
Well, he's like Compton to Houston, or like...
That's exactly what I was going to say. Why I wouldn't have him as representation.
He's from California, right? Oh, yeah. I read his bio. It said he moved here.
When I met him, when I bumped into him at the Core Mixer, he had a Compton shirt on. And I was like, when I review it, I already know I'm going to say no for representation.
Yeah, but
based off of that though.
Yeah, but it's not. Yeah, it's not saying anything like.
Well, let's say he had a South Park shirt on. I still probably wouldn't want him as representation, but he made it easier for me to say no because of that.
Well, it just made me wonder, like, do we still even say that because of? But either which way aside, I would still say no, right?
Right.
Because again, the way this question should be asked from now on, because I think all of our votes are propane, is who we think the face should be. So the question from here on out in these reviews is, how would you feel about it if this was the person that was out there for the most part? So
I'm still gonna say representation grade. You just know what I'm saying. So I guess so y'all know.
So the representation, I mean, I still gotta say no, but like if he polished up that spit, you know what I'm saying, and gave you that feel that DMX gives you, or that feel that this person gives you, that charismatic feel, along with how he can spit, shit, there might come a time where I'd be like, hell yeah. You know what I mean? Grade on the project, 6, right? Am I counting that right? 6. I like 5 out of 6. So I like 5 out of 6, but I gotta take a couple knocks off. But shit, man, I'm giving a lot of B's out today. I give it a, and you know what I like too? Also, I personally liked the production. Even though a lot of it was simple, I felt like how the Weatherman shit was done, and like the mother samples. Even though it wasn't the most complex beat and shit like that, I like shit like that. So I'm not knocking any production. So I think I'm going B again. Anywhere in the B range is what I'm giving it.
Representation, no. Just because I can't give representation to everybody wearing a Compton shirt. Even if he didn't have a Compton shirt hat on, I don't know. I do know. No, not representation. Not off of this. Not off this. Grade for a 6-song EP. I'm not gonna knock them for the production because I don't know these people's budgets. You know, either you have good production because I feel like you can have
But you know what though? I don't think it's fair to even call it an EP.
Or promo. Yeah. Promo. I'm sorry. Promo.
This is just promoting something that's about to come out.
My bad. Production wise, when I say someone has a good ear for beat, it's not who they go to, even if they are choosing free beats from anywhere. Just do I feel like they have a good ear for beats that they're trying to what's the word? To, I don't know, help them do what they're trying to do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I didn't know.
I just went blank. So, anyway, I feel like the beats that he chose, while they're not my particular favorite type of beats, I feel like they accompanied what he was trying to do. You know, they did a very good. They did a very good job of helping him tell his story that he wanted to tell. So
okay. You know I understand a little bit more. Yeah, right.
I can't knock it. It's not my favorite.
It was like it was kind of like in relation, sort of, to what I said about Dwayne Jackson.
Right.
The production that he chose for what he was doing brought it to life that much more.
Right. So I don't.
That's kind of relatable.
I don't particularly care for those type of beats, but I get it. So I can't knock it just because it's not my type of beat. So But so I'm gonna give it a B-. You know, because it's not average, but I do want to see more. But the reason I gave Doman a higher grade off of a promo, or off his EP, is because I think he's better lyrically. I do want to see what else Bennie Dub can do, but
the Benny or Beanie?
Bennie is B-E-N-N-I-E.
I was reading it as Beanie for the longest time. Benny.
Yeah. So it's not bad, man. It's a B-.
I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to the project.
Yeah.
I'll say that. And okay, real quick, we'll shout him out. These tracks from Cashmere Royale is how I'm reading it. Okay. It's spelled funny, but I'm guessing it's the Cashmere Royale, or who the tracks came from. So I think that's dope. So shout out to Cashmere Royale, Bennie Dub, and that whole family y'all got. Check the website out. It'll be in the description. There's a lot of artists on that website there. So good grades overall. Nice EP. We're looking forward to the project. Thank you for being interactive with us. So thanks a lot, man.
Definitely appreciate the support too, man. No doubt about it. Last words for me, man. I appreciate everyone's support. All those people. Hey, even the comments that we get. Oh, yeah, let me address that. The comments on YouTube. I'm not here to silence anyone or censor anyone, but we really would appreciate if you can keep the comments to the actual music itself. Like I'm not interested in reading any personal shots, you know, towards the artist. I'm not really interested in that. But we do appreciate the comments, though.
Yeah. I guess the backdoor of that, just for 1 second.
Sure.
I don't give a fuck about Twitter, period. But I'm gonna to be interactive because I appreciate what's been thrown at us positively, even negatively. You know what I'm saying? Because even though we might not agree with the quote-unquote negative things, but we still look at it and learn from it, just as we're trying to do. But I guess just one more thing, really. I mean, holler at me directly if you'd like. Like, I'm not finna be beefing and plexing and all that, but like, if you want to holler at me, or if you'd like to talk to me on Twitter, I mean, tag me or at me, whatever the fuck it is, and we can talk. Like, I'm not tripping. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Just holler at us. Like, it ain't that serious. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, I'm definitely not getting into it with y'all on Twitter.
No. Again, I don't want to get into it, but I'm just saying, like,
no, I get your point. You just saying if you have something to say, at you.
I mean, holler at me. I'm not tripping, man. It's just,
we're gonna talk about you. We're definitely gonna at you. So
yeah,
you can at least do the same to us. Cause I'm not getting into it with y'all or nobody on Twitter.
I'll put my cell phone number in my Twitter description or some shit. Cause I'm not doing that fuck shit on Twitter. I'm not.
I understand.
So
Bayou City Reviews, Bennie Dub, Purple Earth promo.
Purple Earth Vibe Sessions coming soon from Purple Earth Promo. Bayou City, comment, like, subscribe, email, submit. Thank y'all. Out of here.
See, I heard that hip hop was dead out here in Texas. I guess you ain't get the memo.
Look, it's K.A. beat, man.
We bringing that real shit back. Put your cups up and let's have a toast.
Here's the good music. We probably have to force them just to distribute it. Mainstream polluted, change I refuse it. I know this shit bound to start a movement. This the new Houston. Here's the good music. We probably have to force them just to distribute it. Mainstream polluted, change I refuse it. I know this shit bound to start a movement. This the new Houston. I'm contemplating as the sweet burn. Everybody singing and dancing, now it's the streets turn. Arsonist on track, I set the spark and let the beat burn. Most niggas claiming that they hold and be the least burn. This the new Houston, better make way. This the new